good, you absolute legends? How's everyone doing today? Give it a minute, let my laptop catch up. Hope everybody's having awesome Sunday. Awesome Sunday. There we go. Super Nick Molnar's in the house. Steven Stark, Mama's Gone Creating, Autism Magnet Fishing Mary, Adam Weiss, Hillbillies Heaven, Florida Storm Chasing. I saw Dina in here. Steven Stark, Bill Snodgrass. Good to see everybody. Everybody that's not at any Stevens Gold Show, I really hope. From what I saw, it looked like an awesome success. I know Tom from Midwest did a bit of a live from there and posted some cool video. Awesome stuff. Yes, definitely thank you for mentioning that, Dina, and welcome in, of course. Hearts unfortunately lost her mom. She's in really, really good spirits. Hearts has an amazing attitude. She's an amazing person. Someone I'm really proud to call a friend. Curtis, welcome in. Rude is in the house. There's Fran, Tiny K. But yeah, keep Hearts in your thoughts. If you're, if like me and Dina, you have contact with her, just reach out, offer your condolences. She's doing amazing considering the circumstances, but yeah. Tiny K, we get some bubbles going for Tiny. Good to see you, Tiny K. Scooter is in the house. Scooter about to do his first ever pay dirt. That's going to be exciting. April Davis, good to see you, April. So yeah, had a really, really good time Friday. We did our first ever members only pub night. It was fun, had a few beers, scratched some scratch tickets, gave out some entries. It was great hanging out with the members. Really good time. Learned a few things. Learned that I need to be more specific on which scratch tickets I buy for members nights. And also I need to do something with my setup. I'm going to do a StreamYard type setup for the next one with dual cameras and stuff. Kind of amazing how I can go out fishing, hunting. Hey, Mama's Gone Creating. Good to see you. It's amazing how I can go out fishing, hunting, prospecting, out in the woods, doing bushcraft, maple syrup, fit as an ox. But me bent over a tripod, scratching tickets for 2 hours, my back was absolutely killing me, so we'll have a better setup for that. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, I was out in the... I hate daylight savings time, by the way. I was out in the woods at 5 o'clock this morning. It's... we have a pretty big... Me and a few friends have a big maple syrup operation. We're off to a fantastic start this year. 60 gallons in the tank already. So that's awesome. Hey, Melissa's in the house. Good to see you, Melissa. Maniac Dan, also in the house. Good to see you, Dan. Yeah, so we got a lot of syrup. We got 60 gallons already in the tank. We're looking to get between 500 and 600 gallons this year. So, yeah, puppy making a little appearance. That's the worst thing about daylight savings time. If you have animals, good luck explaining to them that the clocks go back and forth. 5 for Fran, 5 for Dan. Absolutely, Fran. Thank you so much, you legend. Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla. Good to see you. Yeah, let's hope for some good gold today. Oh, which reminds me. You know what, Dina? That's crazy because it's been an amazing year. We had that deep freeze right before the thaw. Really put that pressure in the tree. So that's how maple syrup comes out. For those that don't know, is the tree sap freezes. And then when it goes above zero, that thaw puts like a pressure into that tree as it's melting. And that's how the sap comes out. Black walnut. What would you get from a black walnut tree? I've had beech sap, or birch. Sorry, not beech. Don't do beech sap. I had birch sap. Is really, really good, actually. Mr. Meanleaf in the house. Miss Independent, welcome in. I do know you. Let's get you a wrench so you can connect around. 60 gallons so far. That's a lot. I mean, I guess it depends how many trees they've got tapped, right? This was our first day running, so 60 gallons is good for us, but we'll see. And that's the thing with maple syrup, is it can either like keep going steady. I've had years where I've collected sap for like 3-4 weeks almost. And then I've had years where it's all done in 2 weeks, right? Normally the 2 to 3 weeks is the best. You kind of want that kind of steady production, but yeah. So that reminds me, Dave Floppa, welcome in. We are going to be sluicing for gold, sir. But as always, we're giving away free entries. Michigan does have good syrup. Welcome in, Wayne Schultz. Good to see you. Don't forget to sub up and hit the likes, folks. So the weigh-in short was out this morning. The total was 0.256 from last week. So a really, really good week. We had that little tiny picker kind of put it over the top. The closest, so for 5 entries, congratulations, Fran. Fran had 0.246. She was off by 0.01. Good job, Fran. Yeah, that's it, Dina. Some are better than others. You guys are getting pretty good at this. So those of you, birch syrup, a little more, you like it better, Dan? You know what? I can't tell you what I think. I might end up getting my Canadian citizenship revoked. Birch sap is very, very good. It's much more, it's less sweet. It's more mellow and mild. I like them both. Birch beer is amazing. Gypsy, absolutely. Oh, April hit her 2K. Congrats, April. That's amazing. Way to go, girl. There you go. And thank you, Florida, for being number 2K. April's got a great channel. She's covering the Nancy Guthrie case right now. I don't chat a lot in April's channel. Sometimes I should chat more just to let her know that I'm there, but I do a lot. I'm a putterer. I like to go out in my shop, and if you're the type of person that likes to put something on and putter and listen to something interesting, April's the channel for you. She's awesome. It is more bitter, Dan, but it all depends what you like. Yeah, congratulations, April. That's amazing. Yeah, so congrats to Fran on guessing closest. Yeah, so for those of you that aren't members or weren't able to make members only pub night, this is a great time. We had $30 in scratch tickets, and we actually ended up with $34 from scratching them. So we're just gonna rerun it again. Not this week, probably the week after. Yeah. And I'm gonna have a better setup, but it was a really fun time. I really enjoyed just hanging with the members. The chat's a bit slower. I can keep up with everybody. PA Outdoors couple, Paul, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Hope that you and the wife are doing good. Yeah. But it is nice. The woods are getting warmer. The days are getting longer. It's a nice feeling. I'll be out in the woods for another video this week. Actually, we're gonna make an awesome bushcraft knife for under $30, and then I'm gonna go cook. Well, I'll give you guys a sneak peek, or a sneak, not a peek, I guess, but give you the lowdown. We're going to be cooking, this time we're going to be using that little tuna can stove that I made, and we're going to make a log cabin fire, and we're going to cook chicken and dumplings in the woods this week, I think. Yeah, the rib, so that's another thing. Hey, Gene, welcome in, Gene. That's another thing. So I wanted to go ice fishing for one last time this week. So we had yesterday, it hit 54 degrees, and it's been warming up, and we still have a foot of ice on the lake, if not more, but it is really soft white ice. We've already had one guy go through. Yeah, not for this guy. Dirty Strawberry, welcome in. Yeah. Burlington, Kentucky, welcome in, Brad 40. All you guys that are in gray, hey, Lud, welcome in, buddy. All you guys that are in gray, stick around, chat with everybody, sub up. We'll get you a wrench so you can connect around and grow your channels and stuff, make some new friends. Yeah. Bisay is in the house. Good to see you, my friend Bisay. Yeah, so when you're 6 foot, 230 pounds, you do not go on soft ice. It just doesn't. It's just not. It's not the move. Yeah, our winter fishing is the same as, well, for you guys, Lud. Like, I mean, I believe you catch pike, so the pike is good. I'd imagine your pike would still be decent, but catfish and all that stuff slow down, of course, during the winter. I've never caught. I've heard of guys catching carp through the ice, but I've never caught one myself. And even the bass slows right a bit down, but pike is murder through the ice. Pike and walleye and perch are great ice fishing fish. Masha's in the house, Mayhem and Miracles. Welcome in, Masha. 17 months. Holy cow. Karen Hunts is in the house. Karen, our absolute savior on Friday. Eagle Eye for those lottery tickets. Awesome. Yeah. But it's good meeting everyone, all the new people coming in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like I said, just chat, say hello, be cool. We'll give you a wrench and you'll be able to connect to others, and others will connect to you in this channel. All right. Did I miss AAA coming in? If so, good to see you. There's Maggie. Good to see you, Maggie. Hope Maggie's enjoying the warm weather. Maggie's near me, relatively speaking, in upstate New York. So, yeah. There we go, Jack. We'll get you a wrench so you can connect around. There we go. So yeah, that's this week's mission. Obviously, I'll do my MRE video. This week's MRE is going to be cheese pizza slice. So yeah, wish me luck on that 3-year-old slice of cheese pizza. Yeah. So again, congratulations, Fran, on the win on the guess, and we may as well get the party started. So pick a number, 1 through 50, one number only, legends. You know the drill. For your chance to win an entry into the next pay dirt giveaway. Go ahead, guys. Catch me in the AM. Good to meet you. 10-year-old fruit salad. I've had some pretty nasty stuff, Lud, coming out of MREs. Peach tidbits, or what was it? Pineapple tidbits. I had 10-year-old pineapple tidbits once. They were kind of brownish. It wasn't a great deal. There you go, Catch Me. We're going to add you. Alex Urias, welcome in. Let me check my numbers here. Holy cow, full house, welcome in, bro. There you go. So depending on how well we do, I know a lot of you were really generous for the, we raised $1,165 for autism awareness and research, which is awesome. So depending on how well the channel does, we're looking to do another big giveaway in a month's time. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. We're going to have more members nights, which is awesome. Mandy's Candy's in the house. Good to see you, Mandy. Yeah, that was epic. You guys, absolutely, Dina. That was epic and legendary. Yeah, you guys really stepped it up, and that's a huge donation. And I'm going to see. So obviously I'll be making the donation. YouTube pays out on the 21st of the month. So I'll be making the donation then, but they've got a, so if you give over $1,000 on their channel, they'll actually put your name up there and promote you. So we're going to see if we can get All Things Country on the Global Autism Project website up there as a sponsor. Dr. King's Gold is in the house. Good to see you, Josephus. All right, legends, that number was 19. So congrats to Fran and Curtis. Candy Cane Content, welcome in. Good to meet you. Paul Van W with the absolute legend. Paul had a great day out on the river fishing sturgeon this week. It was epic. Thank you so much, Cindy, for the floating heart. Stick around, say hi to everybody. We'll get you wrenched up, and then you can connect with everybody. Everyone on this channel is really, really good for connecting with each other. But yeah, Paul had an epic day. Was it 7 or 8, Paul, if I remember right? I can't remember exactly, but yeah. Awesome day. Yeah, Fran picked 19, so there's another entry for Fran. Fran's just stacking them up. Yeah, they're shields now, whatever that is. All right, Candy, you seem cool. Let's get you wrenched up there, Candy, so you can connect her onto whoever you don't know. Awesome, Dina. Thank you. A friend of Dina's is absolutely Dina's friend, as I like to say. Mainly Off-Grid's in the house. Good to see you, Mainly. Jason E. Miner, thanks for swinging by. All right. Let's send it again, guys. One number only, between 1 and 50. Go ahead. Oh, I thought we were going to have with the Gold Show and everything, and I knew Hearts probably wouldn't make it, and Dorothy's going to be at the Gold Show, Annie and Bear. I thought we were going to have a slow day, but man, we're hopping today. That's awesome. So Adam, from what I remember, I could double check, or Fran can correct me. Fran did 5 for Fran and 5 for Dan. I don't think she donated to Chuck. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's awesome. David Danduran's in the house. It's not selfish at all. Everyone that donates, it's awesome. When folks donate to chat, sometimes we get multiple winners. It's awesome. It's not selfish at all, because every dollar gets us closer to being. So every dollar just gets us closer to being able to buy the pay dirt to give it away, right? So, in a way, every time anyone buys an entry, it's going to everybody in its own way, right? Smells like hand sanitizer. You've been doing the tricks, Joseph. Stuff works great. Only problem is, like I tried to caution people in that video, it works too good sometimes. So if you get a, you get a blob on your hands and you're lighting the fire and it goes up, you're gonna know it. Were you, Joe? Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense, It is. It's an invisible flame. That's the problem with it, right? All right. Number was 27. Congrats, Bill Snodgrass. Philippe, welcome in, Philippe. Good to see you. What time we got? All right, legends, let's rerun it. One number only, between 1 and 50. Go ahead, guys. Yeah, I don't know where Justin is, so we'll figure it out. He'll pop in. Poro Grease, welcome in. You are welcome here. Stick around. Stick around, we'll wrench you up. Poppy York's in the house. Good to see you. Holy numbers are flying today. Candy, thanks so much. I just caught Maggie. Maggie, what was your last short? Was it chili dogs? I'm like, dang, we go for a chili dog right now. It's out in the woods all day. All right, guys, number was 34. Congrats, Mama's Gone Creating. Ooh, beef stroganoff. There you go, Nick. I would have kept it, but hey, I'm kind of a stickler for tradition. I don't want to change anything. I thought about, because some people have confused the channel, my channel before, as a country music channel, which, I mean, I like country music, but by country I meant the outdoors, and I thought about changing it at one point to all things outdoors, but I mean, people see me places, they call me ATC. It's just, I'm in too deep, man. I've made stickers. I can't change anything now. Tacos? Who's having tacos? All right. All things candy, all things country 74 at gmail.com if you want a sticker. I'm actually trying to liquidate these ones because I upgraded my logo. So I did change. That's the one thing I did change around a little bit. Yeah, Masha, I love the country. Okay. I should specify. I love country music, but like any other form of music, right? Not all country is good. I like I mean, I like the 90s country music. I like the old country music. And there's very few artists nowadays that I really can say that, yeah, I really, big fan of the Zac Brown band. Luke Combs is really good. But yeah, I don't like the popish kind of country, if that makes any sense. But you sing, Nick? Never had you pegged for a singer, man. Awesome. Jonathan Bowen, welcome in. Gavin Duffel in the house. Good to see you, Gavin. Mr. Button, Jeffrey Button's in the house. Yeah, exactly. I'm a huge country fan too. I'm just really, but I mean, it's like I like rock music, but I don't like every single rock band out there. So it's the same idea, I guess, right? All right, legends, you're already guessing. Go ahead. One number only, between 1 and 50. I'll have to look that up, Nick. I never would have had you pegged. Awesome. I played on one of my most recent videos. I actually played guitar for, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 seconds, and people were like, "Oh my God, I never knew you played," right? 10 from the real Mr. Hogan. Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing awesome today. It does move fast when the numbers are getting picked, that's for sure. Aqua Donkey's in the house. Good to see you, brother Doggy. Speaking of people who sing and play guitar, there's my man. Aqua licks a mean riff, that guy. Good singer. Is it Aqua Donkey's birthday today? Get out of here. Well, now. So, that number was 3, the closest. Congrats, Dina. Way to go, Dina. So, I know from this week we've had 3 birthdays, right? We've had, and it's the 3Ds. It's Dan, Donkey, and Dina. Had a birthday this week, I believe. So, 5 birthday entries each for Dan, Donkey, and Dina on the house. Happy birthday. 5 for Aqua Donkey from the real Mr. Hogan, you absolute legend. Congratulations, Donkey. Yours is on Wednesday the 11th. Well, Masha, come back next week and we'll give you 5 freebies on the house. Yeah, so happy birthday to our birthday people. This is your birthday song. It doesn't last for long. Hey. Triple A's birthday was yesterday too? Well, that's one that I missed. Can't forget our Escabro on his birthday. Cockatoo Birdman Bill. So yeah, there's another 5 for AAA for his birthday. Man, a lot of March babies. People be getting them busy in June. Holy smokes. Happy birthday to all of you. All right, so we better get this sluice set up. That's all right, Dina. I didn't give you your birthday entries, and I wouldn't want to miss that anyway, so there we go. Get our sluice going. We're starting the bubbles now, Tiny. The bubble machine's getting hooked up. Ah, don't be like that, Hillbilly. You'll be fine. Except I'm sending you that MRA. So eating too many MRAs is not a great way to make it to your next birthday, but everyone needs a treat every once in a while. All right, let's put our drunk Canadian hockey playing duck in the water, because he'll probably be falling over. There he goes. Hook the sluice up first. There we go. Let there be light. Got our pump in. Let's get some bubbles going, shall we? Birthday bubbles for the birthday peeps. Ha! The football song. Papa York singing the football song. Are you ready for some football? We're rolling up our sleeves. James Crisp is in the house. Good to see you, James. We mean business when we roll up our sleeves around here. Yeah, I hate daylight savings time with a passion. It's the dumbest thing going. Like, just cut it in half, right? Like, cut it at that half-hour point. And just run it all year. What do you need that nonsense for? There we go. We got bubbles starting. We got bubbles starting in the trough. The catch pan, we got bubbles flying in the air. I got carbonated beverages in the fridge full of bubbles. Those are the best kind. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. And especially like I mentioned earlier, right? If you got animals, good luck telling them, you know, they've got to move, you know. It's worse in the fall because you're supposed to get that hour of extra sleep. which nobody with animals ever does, right? Brewski says, Karen, you know the score. Where did I put them cons? It'll be much of a sluicing party without some cons. Brought these in yesterday because I knew I was going to be in the woods making syrup today. I'm looking a little dry. Let me stir them up a bit, make sure they're damp. Exactly, Hillbilly, exactly. Animals don't care about your stupid clock. They just care about what's in their food bowl. Well, yeah, I finally do better, Dina, because the clocks go ahead, right? So if you feed them early, they never complain. But if you don't feed them on time because your clocks fell back, then you got hell to pay. Syrup, yeah, Mr. Meanleaf. I make, so I have well, I don't want to say a big syrup operation. We supply, we're one of Costco's suppliers. We make about 500 or 600 gallons of maple syrup a year. Plus I make 10 gallons myself at home, but I make that the old-fashioned way over the fire, and that's just for myself and family and friends and stuff. Syrup, yeah, maple syrup. The fire does change the flavor, Lud. That's why I make that batch over the fire. It doesn't make it smoky, but it gives that little hint of smoke in the maple syrup. Plus, it's tradition. We make maple taffy. So when you're boiling it down to syrup on the fire, what you do is you pour a little out on the snow in a strip. Then you take a popsicle stick and you stick it and you just twirl it and wrap it, and it freezes hard in place like a candy, almost like a chewy candy. Almost, well, it's maple taffy, right? So it's like a taffy. Awesome. Nice, Dina. That's the part I hate the most. We're lucky as we all get older. We've all got younger kids, right? We actually pay the kids to do the bottling. We have one older guy. We have one really old guy at the camp that he can't be out there in the bush, drilling the holes and running the taps and lines and hauling buckets and stuff. His job is to supervise the two kids, and they run the bottling operation. Yeah, Marlon, the stuff over the fire is actually the darkest. Because it's homemade and it's not as refined, right? Because we bottle for Costco, there's a lot of regulations and stuff that, it's not, I shouldn't say it's a lot, right? I've worked in food factories before that have regulations that are crazy. But yeah, about maintaining your equipment and how strict your filters are. You have to be really strict in taking any potential contaminants out of the syrup. But some of those contaminants are actually, when you do that, you actually remove some of the crystallized syrup. And that's why it doesn't get as dark. It's the same with honey. I much prefer fall honey. It's much darker. Spring honey is much lighter. Welcome in, Perplex. Stick around. Say hi to everyone. Be cool. We'll get you a wrench so you can connect around. Show you sub to the channel. Welcome. Crazy, Mr. Hogan. Funny you should say that. The farm I used to work at, Big Dairy tried to push them out, and the way they got around it was by running Angus cattle that'll do both dairy and beef. Yeah, well, that's it. That is, it's not that it's a hazard. I mean, I take it pretty much straight out of the tree. When I make it in over the fire, all I do is I run it through a coffee filter, right? And that's just to get any like bugs or anything like that out, right? Because they will get in. Mind you, now that we we used to do it the old-fashioned way with buckets, but now we run the lines, so run lines, tubing, much less bug problems for sure. But yeah, when I do the outside stuff, I do it with buckets and I put it through a coffee filter. Marie Cindy Augustine, welcome in. Welcome to the channel. Sub up, stick around. Say hi to everybody, and I'll get you a wrench soon so you can connect around. It is Perplexed. Very relaxing. Sluicing's very, very relaxing. Watching the running water and there you go. Yeah, so when you produce syrup commercially, essentially the rule they have is your filter has to be a certain level of microns. So we run the trees through tubing, and it goes into a great big tank of sap, right? So between that tree and that tubing are filters that are a certain amount of microns, right? I forget what the number is offhand, but it's crazy. So it's got to be crazy fine filter, right? You want to be tall one day, Tiny? I don't think that's going to happen. You're not tall yet. I think that's pretty much. Being tall has its drawbacks, trust me. My truck was at the syrup operation. The boys were using the truck to haul supplies around last week, and I had borrowed my mom's vehicle, which is it's a Kia. What's the name? It's not even quite an SUV. I don't even like a crossover or something. Kia Seltos, and I'm 6 foot, close to 6'1" actually, but I'm all upper body. I'm short in the legs, and my head was almost touching the roof of the car. Yeah, you never know, Tiny. You might go through a late life growth spurt, eh? Who knows? Daisy May is in the house. Good to see you, Miss Daisy. How are things in beautiful sunny Florida today? Your puppers upstairs has the zoomies. Yeah, same deal, Lud. I'm actually built opposite of my dad. He's actually, okay, he's within an inch of me in height, but he is all legs and no upper body. I tease him, I tell him he's built like a germ. You ever see what a germ looks like in the cartoon? And it's like you know, these great big long legs and this little round body with the face built into it. Fishy Fingers Jackson, the legend himself, was in the house. Good to see you. Fishy, of course, donated some memberships last week. Some people were able to attend Friday's first ever members only live, and we had an absolute blast. I can't wait for the next one. Yeah, it was a good time. Like I said, you know, I mean, the music was on point. The beer was cold. The tickets were winners. I'll have it set up a little bit better that I can read. That was the only drawback, is I want to set it up better so that I can read chat better. I'm not bent over the table, standing up like this, scratching tickets. Oh, Justin, now you're speaking my language. Welcome in, buddy. Chicken and ribs. That sounds amazing. Going to Georgia on business. Georgia's beautiful. You go prospecting in Georgia. Yeah, it was like having a little Kylie. Everyone was having fun. It was a good time. And a lot of people won some stuff, which was cool. And we can't always, you know, I wish the lottery actually worked that way, that you could count on winning more than what you spent, but I guess the lottery wouldn't exist if that was the way it worked, right? Watching the clock, Hillbilly? You got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. You got this. You can last that long. I don't know, when I crack a beer at 5 when the bar opens, I'm going to feel like I'm day drinking with this daylight savings time. Oh, the ticket with 2 words? That was my bad. So, Hillbilly, I read the rules on those tickets. So it used to be crosswords. If you scratched one word, it used to be crosswords. It was every word was $3, and if you got multiple words, you know, I think it was if you get 3 words, it's $10, etc. So you have to get 2 words now on a crossword to get $3. It was written in the fine print on the back of the ticket. So. Yeah. Fishy Fingers, you absolute legend. $20, 20 entries for Fishy into the upcoming draw. That's awesome. We're hoping that'll be next month. You know what? Pretty sure it's going to be next month, guys. $3 words for $3 there. Okay. Dina flashing the pike emojis. 14 months, Mandy's a member. Mandy, of course, an absolute legend. Awesome member of this community. Hillbilly's food has landed. Yeah, I'm curious what Hillbilly's having too. I'm always curious to know what everyone's eating, and then when I find out, I end up getting hungry and wish I hadn't asked. Such is life, though. First world problems. Cheeseburgers tonight, wings tomorrow. Dan dropping the poutine. Wouldn't mind a little poutine for supper. That'd be great. I say poutine for all you guys, but I'm actually bilingual. French is my second language, so it's poutine for those that are in the know, and poutine for everyone else. Philly cheesesteaks, Aka, holy smokes, man. I'm due to make a batch of those. Love a good cheesesteak. Pork chops and mashed potatoes for Bisay. Nice sounding home-cooked meal. Cockatoo dropping 20 for the next draw. What a legend. Yeah, so, okay. If we're going to talk poutine, we're going to talk poutine. There's a lot of versions you're going to see out there. Some people add, make specialty poutines, which is okay. But the base to every good poutine, homemade French fries, none of this frozen stuff, so homemade fresh cut potatoes. And so you're going to get, if you're going to get a good one, you're going to get it at like a chip stand or something like that, or one of those food trucks, right, with the deep fryers in them. Homemade fresh cut French fries. Curd cheese, not shredded mozzarella. It has to be actual cheese curds. Topped with dark brown. Usually my favorite is beef gravy, but dark brown gravy is good as well. But beef gravy, fresh cut fries, curds. Now, people will add, make specialty poutines. I've had smoked meat poutine in Montreal. I've had, which was good. Pulled pork poutine is not bad. Leave my poutine out of this, says Karen. Making myself hungry again, Miss Karen. Yeah, we have those here too, Dina. We have, there's a place in Ottawa, so about 45 minutes from me, called Smokes Poutinery, and they've got all kinds of different poutines you can try. They have some wild ones. We have what's called the Michigan poutine. Michigan poutine is, instead of gravy, they put spaghetti sauce, which is actually really good, but to me, it's a different dish, right? But hot beef, roasted potatoes in tallow. Okay, now you're speaking my language. You're gonna cook in tallow. That's next level. McDonald's fries, when they used to be good, even those little shitty fries that McDonald's makes, when they used to cook them in beef tallow, they used to be good. Now they suck. Nice. Where are you going, Tiny K? PEI potato poutine is awesome. Nothing like a good PEI russet potato. Have a good one, Poppy York. Thanks so much for swinging by. Denny Blazer's in the house. Good to see you, Denny. All right. It's time for me to show you guys the halftime gold. And we'll do some entries. How's that? Michael, how I see it's in the house. Good to see you, Michael. We're just talking poutine. As we do tend to do on an ATC Live, everything turns to food really, really, really quick. Let's see. Celebrating my birthday with steak and potatoes with a side of sauteed green beans and a salad. Way to go, Michael. Happy birthday, sir. Man, people got busy up in June. Woo! All these March babies. What a Montana. That's awesome, Tiny K. All right, Mr. Michael, how I see it. Welcome in. Enjoy your birthday supper. 5 entries for Michael. Happy birthday, sir. Christmas baby, Karen. That's even worse than me. I'm a December baby as well. I'm the 7th. Gets cold in January, yeah. All right, legends. One number only, between 1 and 50. Let's take a look. I'll show you guys our halftime gold. Turn the gold light on. Let's take a look at the shiny, shall we? A few bits built up. We are holding some black sand in the riffles I can see today, so hopefully there's some fines under there. Not our greatest total at halftime I've ever seen, but hey, we're not skunked, that's for sure. Holy bubbles. Killing the bubbles today. Go grab a paper towel. See who had the number. Nikki Lee is in the house. So good to see you, Nikki. Bubble beard? Yeah. We'll see a full half. Maybe when I tear down the sluice, we'll do a bubble beard today. I've got enough stubble to hold it on. I can only do them when I've got like a base of a beard, but I got enough stubble going to hold it together. Tiny K wants some bubbles. Well, we'll announce the winner of this number. Number was 18. Congrats, Michael, how I see it, and Mary. And I'll hit you with some bubbles for your wins and for Tiny K. There you go. Do a bit more sluicing, then we'll give away some more entries. The real Mr. Hogan, you're a little bit behind in chat, buddy. Not far, but... Karen DeGeiter is in the house. Good to see you, Karen. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you and Cornelius are doing well today. Buble Falls, yes sir. Almost time to go outside. Then you'll see some bubbles. They're buffering a little on your end, Dina. Looks good on mine, but awesome, Karen. So good to hear. It could be both. It can also be, you know, sometimes it's both of us. It happened on that, and that's a big lesson learned too during my members only live stream when I'm scratching tickets. I can't read chat, and people were telling me I was buffering, and I'm sitting here like a tool talking away to everybody. Hey, so yeah, you know. Find out I've been buffering for 5 minutes talking to myself. At least when so what I've got here with my laptop going, I've got my own live stream. So when I buffer and I'm reading chat, either you guys could tell me I'm buffering or I could see that I'm buffering, right? And the other thing too, and it always happens that way, Android, I just got an Android update on the phone. And normally that can, while that update settles in and they work all the bugs out, normally that's when I'll get a bit of buffering too. Ever since I got the new device, Elon's been really, really good to me, so. Fran buffers all the time or just talks to herself, Dan? Or both? Yeah, and that's it. I mean, I am on, so what'll happen too, because I'm on Starlink and not on like fiber optic internet or something like that, it has periods where it transfers from one satellite to another. And you know, that's normally, like if I'm watching YouTube, I get none of that, it's seamless. But when I'm broadcasting on a live stream like this, I'd imagine that's probably when it's happening as well. Muscle Shell's in the house. Good to see you. Fran, the cost of what? Aussie chick, welcome in. Good to see you. Been a minute. Let's get you a wrench. Starlink? Well, I mean, Yeah, there's a whole, I think in the US it's about $120 a month for the service. You can, when you get it on a deal. But the other piece to it, I think it's $280 for your hardware. And you can finance your hardware, kind of like if you have a cell phone, you can have your cell phone cost built into your plan. But yeah, I think $120 a month or so for the service, and $280 for your hardware, something around there. But I mean, you could double check my prices. The problem is being Canadian every time. I'm estimating the US cost. Being Canadian, every time I go to the page, it switches me over to Canadian dollars automatically, right? I can't really see the US price, but I know it's US $280 for the hardware because I've seen that pop-up ads for it. Ray's Wagon, welcome back. Good to see you. Get you a wrench so you can connect around to some of these fine folks. So yeah. For Hillbilly and Karen and some of the other dad noise. Some of the other MRE fans in here. This is going to be this week's culinary adventure. Notice how it always says things like pizza slice cheese, not cheese pizza slice. But yeah, I'm curious how they could have a pizza that's, well, I'm both curious and nervous as to how they can have a pizza slice that's shelf stable for 5 years, but it is going to be interesting, to say the least. So Dan, I am not into, as in I like them, but menus 11, 12, 13, and 14 are vegetarian menus. There is a pepperoni pizza slice that comes later. I think pepperoni pizza is like menu 22 or something like that. It'll be very something, Gina. Crisp. I don't know. We'll find out this week, won't we? The thing is with the vegetarian menus is they still have to give you so much protein in every MRE. So I'm curious I'm more interested in the sides than I am the pizza. I mean, the pizza is going to be either gross pizza or okay pizza, right? But I'm curious what they put into the sides to make sure you get enough protein. Yeah, I'm with you. Cardboard ketchup and soy cheese. Not gonna lie, that's kind of my thoughts as well. But we'll be eating it this week and we'll find out. Yeah, some of them have beans. Actually, one of the ones that I have on hand, the next one after the pizza is it the next one or the one after the pizza is Mexican rice and bean bowl, which to me sounds really good. Like, I'm a big carnivore. I love eating meat, but I have unlimited full half, I believe. Either I have unlimited or it's like some godly amount, like 500 gigs or something like that. So Karen, I actually have a channel sponsor that sends them to me. Down in the links, you know, I'll share them out once in a while. But you guys in the US, if you want to get MREs, Amazon's the place. They're dirt cheap. And you can pick your individual menu off Amazon. I've seen them as cheap as $12 for one, or you can get 4 of them and it comes up to like $9 a meal and you get to pick your 4 meals. Man, we got a good bubble crop growing today. We've actually reached the sluice with the bubbles. So Karen, are they healthy? Great question. Yes and no, I guess. If you want a meal that's going to get you all your vitamins and nutrients and everything you need to power you through the day, they're healthy in that respect. If like me, I don't have high blood pressure, but I have to watch my sodium intake. They're absolutely loaded with sodium. That's kind of the drawback on them, is yeah, very high in salt, because obviously they've got to preserve them for a long time, right? Rocks Reviews 70, welcome in, buddy. Let's get you a wrench, pal. Yeah, we're gonna be doing, I was just saying, we're gonna be doing cheese pizza slice this week. Yum. Yeah, well, that's the other thing too. MRE stands for meal ready to eat. But the big joke in the military is that it also stands for meal refusing to exit. Some of them have very low fiber content in them, which is, yeah, obviously causes issues. Melithian's in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't think they're GMO or anything like that, that's for sure. There's not a whole lot, actually, with the GMO standing for genetically modified organics. I don't think there's a lot of organics in them, period. Although I've had some pretty good, like, fruit stuff come out of them. Some of the applesauce and raspberry sauce and stuff is nice. Natalie, welcome in, bro. How you doing, J-Dog? You still in LA? It is a lot of bubbles time. Oh, yeah. Now it's really starting to kick in, isn't it? Got to do what you got to do to feed your family, buddy. Good on you. But yeah, it's not the place to be. See what my check, since people like the MREs, what my next 3 are. Because I forget, other than the pizza slice, All right. The next 3 MRE is the cheese pizza slice, elbow macaroni and tomato sauce, Mexican style rice and bean bowl. Those are the next 3. Tiny K enjoying her bubbles. Rightfully so, that's a pretty decent crop today. All right. Pemmican is awesome. I make pemmican too. Pemmican and beef jerky in the dehydrator. That's good stuff. But I imagine that's high, if you're making any, like how I do, Dina, I imagine that's pretty high in sodium too, or is pemmican the more naturally dried one? What's the one, they make it in Africa. It's like a jerky and they just hang it naturally in the sun and they treat it with like a buttload of salt. I can't remember the name of it. Bar opens in 14 minutes. You got that right, Curtis. Cold weather MREs, cockatoo. I've got someone that reached out. He's a friend of mine and said, hey, have you ever tried any of the Arctic rations? And they're going to send me some. So we will be trying some of those in the channel. And apparently I'm excited because they got freeze-dried ice cream and stuff like that in there. Biltong, thank you, Bill. That's the word. I knew it was a B and I couldn't think of what it was. Yes, that's the one. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Gotcha. Okay, so you're making the, yeah. I want to try that. I've got the stuffer. I've got the grinder, obviously, from processing here. And I've got like the stuffer attachment that goes on the end of your grinder if you want. I just need to buy the casings. All right, legends. In my back and my arm rest, one number only, between 1 and 50. Go ahead, guys. Bubbles makes Tiny K happy. Tiny bubbles makes me happy. Yeah, that makes sense, Melithium. I have a lot of canned food too, so. Pickled food, stuff like that. Oops. Built on that. Oh, right on. William Ray, welcome in. Good to see you, man. Some nice pieces of gold in the sluice now. Bammed it up a notch. No pickers yet, though. Elk backstrap is delicious. Elk's among my favorite meat, actually. Number one is moose. I mean, I'll be honest, it's really hard to beat a good grass-fed beef, like tenderloin or ribeye. But I love elk, love moose. Moose is fantastic too. Venison. Yes, we have gone crazy with the bubbles before. They're at that level where they're going to fall over onto the floor, which is okay. More soap, says Karen. I don't know how much. We're only going to be running the sluice for a little bit more, but I'll throw another squeeze in. We are getting to the end of the bottle anyway, so what the hell, right? There we go. To pick up some more dish soap for next week. That's how I clean my floors. Yeah, exactly, Mary. Yeah, ribeyes are pretty damn good. Moose is really good in the lithium. You'd like it. If you like wild game at all, you'd like moose. All right, last number was 28. Congrats, Stephen Stark. Throw some bubbles out for Stephen and for Tiny K. Oh, Mr. Hogan, that sounds so good. We actually have, every year, the guys up at the hunt camp, and guys and gals, we have, I mean, it's hard on your guts because it's not everything goes together. We have a wild game night, so typically I'll make the venison stew. Another guy that fishes Lake Erie a lot, he makes battered walleye. Yeah, we have all kinds of stuff. Wild game, usually a roast wild turkey with it. Yeah, but a mixed game stew is actually really good. I make a mean venison and rabbit pie. Oh, so good. Kind of ground up like French meat pie, like tourtière. One of my favorite parts of the deer is if you get the, for the lack of a better word, the butt of the deer is tough. And I'll cut that into actually nice thick steaks. And I'll cook it really low and slow in the crock pot with some beef broth and red wine and red onions. And then I'll add cornstarch to make a gravy out of it, and it's like a venison cowboy steak. That's one of my favorite dishes. Randall Lewis, welcome in. Change your name back? It's hard, Nick. Like, I would never want to change my name because you've grown a good channel. You know what it's like and how hard it is to grow a good YouTube channel where people follow you. And then your channel kind of takes on an identity of its own, right? A cheese pizza for an appetizer. Somebody's hungry. You get after it, hillbilly girl. You go. I don't mess around, says Hillbilly. No doubt. No doubt. Nice, Nick. Good for you, buddy. Okay. It's almost bar opening time. Ooh, ice cream sandwiches. I've had both, Karen. Squirrel, I've never done anything fancy with. I just quarter them and I cook them like chicken wings. Bear is, I'm not a huge fan. Bear is something that has to be done right. A lot of, like, people say bear is really gamey or really greasy. It is, when you shoot a bear, especially a fall bear, there's a lot of fat that needs to be taken off to make it good. Dan says tastes like chicken. Yeah, everything tastes like chicken. Rabbits are good, yeah. Rabbits are delicious. You can cook rabbit. Rabbit stew is my favorite, but just good old-fashioned shake and bake rabbit, or rabbit and venison pie, though, is my favorite. Ground rabbit and venison. Deer jerky and Coors Light. Well, yes to the deer jerky. I could, Coors Light, I mean, it's beer. So you're having jerky and beer, you're my kind of guy, right? Well, let's get you a wrench. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Hogan. And never get a bear anywhere near where there's a dump, because the bear's gonna taste like crap. It's like all of us that hunt, that have gone, for example, duck hunting, have at one point or another accidentally shot a merganser or a fish duck. Ugh. Gator tail is a lot like pork. I've had that in August. I actually, it's like somewhere in between fish and pork is what I would, which may not sound appetizing, but it's really good. And I had it as nuggets with like a hot sauce. It was really nice. Frog's legs are awesome. Lots of garlic butter. All right, just about time to open the bar. The other gator, the other white meat. This is Karen. Nice little haul there. Doesn't look to be as much as last week, but still a nice little haul. Last week was a special week, so we opened the bottom of we grabbed the bottom of a barrel, which is normally where all the gold hides, but yeah. Got some nice specks of shiny in there. Should pan out to something, I would think. Beats a boot in the butt, eh? All right. Let's get rid of some of these bubbles so I can put my thing on the floor on my mat and not have bubbles all over the place. There we go. So Nick, that is creek dirt but not just any creek dirt. So these are sluice concentrates. This is a big pan. So that pan of dirt that I just did represents probably a whole day's prospecting. So it's sluice concentrates that we run through the bigger sluice, and then we dump our concentrates into the pan. We dump our concentrates into buckets, and then I bring them home, and on the weekends I sluice them live. Frog legs don't taste like chicken, I agree. They taste like frog legs. They taste, well, I don't know. Yeah, they taste like frog legs. Last week's weight, full half, 256, 0.256. Fran was the closest with 246. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that, Nick. I don't like processing my stuff at the creek. I find it's a waste of time. I like to make the most of my creek time. Crawfish étouffée sounds damn good. You could go for a nice crawfish boil too, with the corn and the taters and all the spices. Yeah, that's what I do sometimes as well, Nick, is I don't even sluice at the creek. I'll speed pan, get it down to the nitty grits, throw that in the pail. All right. Get this guy disconnected. Whoa, 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 whoa. ATC. You're losing it. Snap. Put the bubbles back, please. We'll have the bubble gun going for you, Tiny. It's time to open the bar. So I am not going to mess with this yet until I have some beer. All right, legends. We'll get the bubble gun going, Tiny. Don't you worry about it. One number only, between 1 and 50. Go ahead, legends. Well, I go get myself something cold. Something cold and a backup something cold. Cheers, legends. Here's to you guys. Here's to $1,165 raised to support autism awareness and research. Awesome job, guys. No frosted mug right out of the can today. Beer, it is beer 30. It's honky tonk time. Tomcat Josh in the house. Good to see you, brother. It's 5 o'clock here, Randall. Number was 2, but with 3, congrats, AAA, bro. Holy Skeeter, welcome in, my friend. Thank you for sharing with us. Let's get you a wrench so you can connect around. Make sure you sub up to the channel. There you go, buddy. And yeah, that was the thing about every year we do the Autism Initiative. People coming in telling us how they know somebody or have a relative that's, or a child or what have you, or they work with autistic kids like Dina. Yeah, welcome in, Ollie Skeeter. Now, what was I doing? Let's get the light out of the way. Tilt our sluice, get the water out. There we go. My sluice stand, by the way, is compliments of the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. All right. Convert this over to a panning station. There we go. You butt. Damn you butt. You tell him, Mary. Yeah, Dan, stop being a butt, you butt. Oh, thank you so much. Holy Skeeter. Needs to be over 90 proof. I like my whiskey. I don't have it too often because I like it a little too much. I tend to overindulge and then have regrets. We are getting down to business, sir. Absolutely. There we go. panning station. A little bit of jet dry, keep the small gold from floating. Grab our sluice mat. It's shiny time, says Karen. Absolutely. Get Dirt Russell's mat back in so he's ready for next weekend. We'll slide our panning station over, and now is the part where ATC gets to sit down, chill with you guys. Dina gets drunk off Rosie's ice cream. Rosie does have some pretty good ice cream. What's everybody's favorite ice cream? It's kind of hard for me to pick one, because I'll change the one that I like depending on my mood. Michael, how I see it. What's up? Have a good one, Michael. No worries. Butter pecan, cookies and cream. Oh my God. Look at this abomination dirt. Ugh. Canadian Club? I'm a Canadian Club. Crown Royal. My favorite whiskey is 40 Creek. I don't know if you guys even have that down there. Peanut butter pie with a raspberry ripple combo. All right. Butter brickle ice cream. That sounds good. Maker's Mark. A little sweet for me, but not terrible. You guys got to get a look at this dirt I'm about to pan. Look at the color of this junk. You can see this pyrite shining away in there. Look at the color of that. That's gross. It's like panning fire and brimstone, for God's sakes. Oh boy. I don't see any garnet. There could be some black garnet in there. No mica. Mica's gone by now. Mica won't make it through a sluice, Karen. That is loaded with pyrite, hematite, magnetite, and hopefully some gold. Strawberry ice cream sounds good too. French vanilla is nice. I like strawberry cheesecake ice cream. That's probably my favorite. Yeah, well, it's part of it's probably too my light that's on the tripod, Dina, is actually like a yellow color. But I don't see any red garden in there, but there's some big black chunks moving down. Yeah, definitely some black garnet. Good call. It's a good call, Dina. I'll show you guys again, because the first thing that's moving off is black garnets. Yeah, the first thing that I'm peeling off right away in the first layer is black garnets. You can see them in the pan there. See all those black garnets scattered around? That's exactly what those are. I've actually never really found red garnets at my spot. Chocolate ice cream? Nothing wrong with a good chocolate ice cream. Yeah, the garnets move pretty easily off it, even though they are heavy. It's looking dark, that's for sure. I get that, well, actually, I've done Coos Canyon cons, and you've been here for that, obviously, Dina. And yeah, those black garnets are everywhere in Coos. Ooh, we got a couple sliders. That's a good sign. All right, I'm gonna have to be a bit more gentle than I just was. Not a bad sign. So Randall, yes, I've tried magnets. I've actually, like, if I have dried dirt, I actually make my own magnets. Neodymium magnet with a cap on it type of deal. The problem is where I get this dirt. At the camp, we excavate our swimming hole, which is on the gravel bar with a front end with a little bobcat, and we sluice all the dirt, and then I take those sluice cons, like I was saying earlier, and put them into buckets. So unfortunately, they never dry. So magnets work great on dry dirt, but because my dirt is always in the state of being damp or wet, or I never do get a chance to take the magnet to it. Broke is in the house. Good to see you, Broke. Dina, I keep getting asked. I don't know, to be honest. It's closing in on us. It's doubtful, but it all depends. So what I do for a living, I'm an engineer, right? So it all depends whether I close in on a contract or not, right? It would be awesome, but you know what? If not, there's other events I can make it to, and I thought, because so many people have asked me, so many maniacs have asked me, I might even host an event. wouldn't shock me to see me do something stupid like that. It would be easier if a lot more of you were from New Hampshire, because New Hampshire, all I would do is go to Twin Rivers, right? No, I don't drive a train. I'm a mechanical engineer. Actually closer to an industrial engineer from what I actually do, but yeah. Twin Rivers is awesome. Coos Canyon is my absolute favorite. I actually go padding in New Hampshire near Twin Rivers in the Wham than I did in Coos Canyon, but not to say anything negative about the people of New Hampshire because they're very nice. Coos Canyon is a very, very, very special place. I used to tell people I met there that I love going to Maine. Part of me loves going to Maine and part of me doesn't like going to Maine because I don't feel like I ever left Canada when I'm in Maine. Jenny's in the house. Good to see you, Jenny. There you go, Randall. Atta boy. I'm gonna have to put my ring on my pinky next week for just in case Randall swings by so we can shake hands. Holy smoke, broke 130 millimeter. That is a metric ton of rain. There you go, 2 hours, Dina. That's nothing. That might be something I'd be interested in doing. I still want to go to Coos Canyon. I still want to go to the Rendezvous, though, too. Well, the Rendezvous's in New Hampshire this year, isn't it? But yeah. I've got, so that those of you that watch the Hit B, I have the same exact tent that the Hit Bs have, but mine is the one size smaller. But I'm in there by myself, right? But I have that tent with the wood stove. Oh, Hillbilly, you're living the dream. Look at you go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, because, yeah, that's right. Because PA was saying PA Patriot was saying he got a cabin. Twin Rivers is in New Hampshire. What town is Twin Rivers in? It's not in Twin Rivers. It's the name of the town. Bath, New Hampshire. Thank you. If you go in the early spring, you can prospect right outside the campsite, and the prospecting there is actually very, very, very good. But because it's a campsite, by the time you get to the middle of the year, everybody smashed it so hard there's nothing left, right? But I'm such a dummy. You guys got me talking, and I flipped everything I panned off back into my concentrates. Way to go, ATC, you dummy. I mean, don't get me wrong, prospecting in New Hampshire in the fall is absolutely amazing. Same with Coos Canyon. Because there's so much area that you can prospect, right? But I wouldn't want to prospect right at the campsite because everybody's dug the hell out of it, right? But yeah, I'd love to go to Coos Canyon. I haven't gone in years. Set my tent up. Let all you guys know where I am. You'd be more than welcome. Because I do know, thanks to Hit B, I know where all those, all the free campsites are. And if people didn't have a truck, they could meet me. Like meet me at Rosie's or something, you know, and I could drive you and your gear back to the campsite in the truck. We could have a really awesome time. Awesome, Dina. Mama's Gone Creating. Don't you spend a bunch of time each year in Maine, or am I wrong? Yeah, Fran, there's tons of free spots. Tons of free spots in hunting stuff with J&J. Welcome in, bro. There's tons of free, and some of them are beautiful, and some of them you can prospect right near the free camp spots, right? Good fishing too. A lot of them have creeks and stuff running through them. But of course, as always, what comes with free camp spots is, you know, there's no toilet facilities. There's like you're literally roughing it, right? So, I mean, I have the same setup the Hit Bees have with the little toilet tent thing and the. Okay, Mom, I must have been thinking of someone else. Yes, exactly, Karen. Dry camping. Oh, nice, Fran. That's awesome. Yeah, there you go. And they don't care how many people you have on those free campsites. You can bring as many as you want. But, you know, but I will say that some of those campsites are really, really hard to get into. Like you're driving over, you know, when you say the word road, you have to say road. They're rough, so. Yeah, if we do that at some point, and you guys, any of you have a small vehicle, you can just park somewhere and, you know, we'll find a place to park. I'd go scrape everybody up in the truck and get everyone back to the campsite. It'd be a good time. Yeah, no facilities whatsoever on those campsites. Ladies, bring your shiwis. You know what? Yeah. Tents aren't so bad. Tents aren't so bad, but you know, I remember the old days when, back in the day when I was younger, like I mean, I could sleep on the ground and it wouldn't bother me, right? Now I spend a day on the ground and I'm wrecked for 3, right? So it's all in making sure you have a good air mattress. And honestly, the nicest things they have now are those self-inflatable air mattresses with the like run off the lighter of your vehicle. Those things are awesome. Oh yeah, trout fishing in Vermont. Mr. Hogan is I've got lots of trout fishing here, like steelhead, rainbow trout, but the brookies, I miss the brookie fishing. I love fishing brookies on ultralight tackle. That is so fun. Yeah, Dina, cots are amazing too. What I want to get, my buddy's got one of those cots with a built-in tent. Have you seen those at Cabela's? It's literally a cot with a tent on it. And you can, you know, crawl into your bed with a sleeping bag in your cot and then zip up your tent, and they're waterproof. Look at you go, Karen. Karen knows how to rough it. Oh, yeah, I've seen the tent hammocks as well. I'm a big boy. You know, I'm almost 6'1", 230 pounds, like I mentioned. Me and hammocks have a rough history. Not gonna lie. All right, guys, well, I'm panning. One number only, between 1 and 50. Go ahead, guys. Folding bed tent. I've seen those. Those are cool. Oop, got a slider there. Excited to film my videos for this week. Well, less excited about eating the cheese pizza MRE. But, yeah. So we're eating the cheese pizza MRE for a video this week, and also for a video this week, I am going to show you guys how to make an amazing, make yourself an amazing bushcraft knife / camp knife, under $30, with fire starter. Now I'm going to take that knife out in the bush, and we're going to cook chicken and dumplings in the woods. It's going to be awesome. Good to have you here, Jenny. Jenny, of course, a YouTube legend. All right. Rooftop, those are neat, those little rooftop units. I've got I drive a Ram, a Dodge Ram, the Raptor edition, and it's got the tent that goes right in the bed, but I just love having the bed open at all times for like throwing buckets of dirt in and out. So I always have to have my tent separate. Cub Scout leader for 5 years. That's awesome, Karen. Nice, Dina. So that number was 14. Congrats, Hillbilly. Miss Funny. Welcome in, Miss Funny. Good to see you. Skeeter. I don't make Toyota and Ford money, man. Actually, the Ram has been really, really good. Zero complaints, man. I know but, it's like anything else. Wait a minute. Holy Skeeter. Didn't you just say you drove a Volvo? Do I have a soccer mom making fun of my Ram right now? Did that just happen? Just kidding. Yeah. Really? Wow, I've heard such good things against the about the Tundra. Holy cow! Didn't know that. That's all. Just picking on you, holy Skeeter. Appreciate your sense of humor, by the way. And again, we mentioned at the beginning of the stream. Don't want to dwell on it because we're at the happiest part of the stream where somebody's going to win and we're going to do a scratch ticket and stuff. Yeah, if I could pick a truck right now, Mr. Hogan, I want the F-150 Lightning, the hybrid though. The one that's able to run off full gas. Full electric vehicles they just don't make them good enough yet. Yeah, I mentioned all of us, our good friend Hearts of Gold Karen, lost her mom this week. Knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming. She had mentioned it. And, she'd mentioned to me through an email what great comfort everybody's been to her. She was at my members only live when she didn't think she was going to make it on Friday, because she said that being among the community is what keeps her level, right? So without making too much of a big deal out of it, we're going to give Hearts of Gold, because she couldn't be here today, 5 entries as well, okay? Keep Karen Hearts of Gold in your thoughts, guys. And let's finish this gold up. And we're going to do the big draw. Karen's an amazing person, an amazing community member. Her and Dina are actually my managing mods. Neither one of them, between the two of them, don't have a bad bone in their body. So, I was touched that Karen came in Friday, knowing what was going on, and said, I may not talk too much, but I like to be among you guys. It makes me feel better. And you know what? That's probably the biggest compliment anyone can ever give a community, is to say that you guys just make me feel better or feel good when I'm around you. I think that's amazing. Yeah, there we go. We're not breaking any records, and we're certainly not challenging Parker Schnabel's last weigh-in, but get some water out of here. Show off some shiny. Then we'll give away today's ticket. Absolutely. And Michael, again, hope things are going well for you. Obviously, they're going better, but geez, I got to get more water in for the wash down. My bad. There we go. Trying to wash that water out without having those rollers come down. There we go. So nice little pinch of gold there. Certainly not last week's, and no pickers, but there we go. Yeah, right on time. Look at this week's shiny. It's nothing to sneeze at. Some nice chunky pieces and some bigger flakes, but not as much. I don't think as much as last week. We'll see. The weigh-in tells the tale. Obviously, I got some more cleanup to do on that, but that's fine. We'll get it. We'll get it. All right. Put this over near the heater to dry. This out of the way. So we're getting ready to give away some prizes. For the fam, 8 broke wants 8 for the fam. We can do that. There we go. Here's the shiny. Yeah, not a bad one at all, Dan. Not a bad smile at all. I'll take it. I mean, I know my lives, people tend to forget that my live streams are 2.5 hours. But that little bit of gold represents a whole day's work, if not more, right? So, hey, welcome in, Bits. Good to see you. All gold is good gold. You know it, Mr. Hogan. You know it. All right, legends. One number only, between 1 and 50. And this is for 8 entries, courtesy of our boy Broke. All gold, as GP says, all gold must be liberated. All gold matters, exactly. Oh, you chose 29? Oh, Jenny, I was just about to end. Oh, I feel so bad for you. If it wasn't for the fact that it was free, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Awesome, Dina. The number was 28. Jenny had 28 and then changed it to 29. For 8 entries, courtesy of Broke. Congrats, Cockatoo Birdman. But Jenny's an entry, so we're going to give Jenny an entry anyways. Yeah. So 8 entries for Cockatoo Birdman Bill. And an entry for Jenny because, well, she did originally typo 28. And she's just a legend, so what the hell, right? Okay. Okay, so we'll give away one more entry, courtesy of yours truly. Then we'll do the big prize, end of day prize, where someone might even win a bag of pay dirt. One number only, between 1 and 30. Go ahead, Legends. Buble, it's his name. All right. All right, Legends. So for an entry, 2 winners. This is for just an entry from me. Number was 4. Congrats, Hillbilly and Chasing Cheddar with Curtis. There you go, Legends. All right, so allow a little time to pass so we can get some distance between numbers, make it easier for me to see. I thank everyone for being here. What a great Sunday. I thought it was going to be quiet because I knew Dorothy and I knew Annie Stevens and a few others wouldn't be here because of the Indiana Gold Show. And I'm really, really hoping they had an amazing turnout. It looked like they had a really great turnout, actually. When I saw Midwest's coverage and video. Annie's going to email me later, so I'll know. It did look like a good time, didn't it, Dina? So Annie's going to email me later, so I'll know, but... well, thank you, Miss Fran. I'm anxious for the next Members Only Live, which will be... what was Saturday? Or Friday was the 6th, right? Yes, because we're the 8th today. No worries, Curtis. The 20th of March will be the next Members Only Live, where we'll do 10 more tickets, and I'll be a little bit better set up. It's going to be, yeah, it did look good, Karen, didn't it? It looked like they had a good amount of people. That's awesome. I know Annie was, anyone that's ever put on an event or a gathering like that, it's like they put your heart and soul into something, and the people don't show up, you just feel terrible, right? But awesome, Randall. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. We do this every Sunday, buddy. Yeah. All right, full half. You take care, buddy. First day of spring on the 20th. Yes, sir. Give some stuff away for the first day of spring, right? All right. For a chance to win a bag of pay dirt. So at the minimum, I know there's some new people in here. So our last giveaway of the night, you're gonna get to pick an envelope between 1 and 10. You can win a bag of gold pay dirt, or you'll win a lottery ticket and we'll scratch it live, and you'll get 5 entries plus an entry for whatever's on the lottery ticket. And if you win a great big prize on the lottery ticket, then you, like say you win anything over $25, put it this way, is the winner's choice, and they can choose to take the cash or the entries. So one number only, between 1 and 50. Go ahead, Legends. Denny Blazer, thanks so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Oh, everyone's getting it, Mary. My mom's got it. Lots of people. Yeah, it's going around, Lud. It's going around for sure. Go. Oh, I'm sorry to hear, Randall, but you know we all get to that point. And... All right, let's double check. Make sure I've only got one person with this number because we do have a winner. Yeah, Randall, of course, never good. And they always stay with you, which is, you know what, it's a good thing. You wouldn't want it any other way, right? But it just gets easier over time, right? That's it, Jeffrey. That's the nice thing about daylight savings time is it doesn't get dark early anymore. But like I said, I wish they just cut it straight down the middle by that half hour and just leave it all year long and let it be what it is. Let nature take its course. That's the way it was meant to be, right? Back in the day when people were living off the land the way people were meant to live, there was no nonsense about, change the clocks an hour ahead, change them behind. There was no clocks. Everyone lived off the sun, right? You got it, Jeff. Absolutely. All right, legends. Well, the winner with the number 27, Karen Unz. Congrats, Karen. All right. Alrighty. Karen, young lady. Yeah, you guys gotta have it right, Birdman Bill, absolutely. We have a couple, I think Saskatchewan and Canada doesn't change their time either. Number was 27, Florida, and Karen had 27. All right, Karen. So I have 10 envelopes here, numbered 1 through 10. Pick one of them and you'll win whatever's inside. Ang the Aspires, Ange, as you want to be called. Welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, so Karen picks envelope number 6. It's this one here. I don't really care what time they pick as long as it's not nighttime all the time, Dina, and I don't have to worry about the change. So there we go. Just so you try to keep it above board. So we are picking number 6. Inside envelope number 6 is a Lucky Cats ticket. Went up to 75 grand. Imagine that. Imagine Karen with $75,000. So it's funny, I was thinking about this today, right? Because everyone's like, well, you know, these are Canadian tickets, right? Ooh, I forgot to get my little scratchy scratch out. And the Americans are like, well, you know, yeah, if I win 75 grand, it's not 75 grand because of the exchange rate. No, it's not. The exchange rate is like 67% or whatever. Or I think it's 68 cents on the dollar now. But here in Canada, we do not pay tax on our lottery winnings. It is a cool one, Karen. I want to get some of these for the members only live because they're easy to scratch too, right? Speaking of easy to scratch, where's my old man spectacles? Gotta be around here somewhere. All right, guys. Get this chair out of the way. So Karen, you've already, well, I mean, you were there Friday for the members only. You know how it works. Yeah, no tax whatsoever on our lottery winnings here. Which is the only right way since your lottery is run by the freaking government anyways. So why they should be able to charge you tax on that is beyond me. All right, Karen, you were here. So you've already won 5 entries into the next big pay dirt drawing. There we go, guys. See how close I can get you. So on these, if you uncover a cat, you automatically win 25 bucks. The bonus line down here, these all 3 have to match, and you win. I don't know. I guess you win whatever the price is. So we want a cat, or we want all 3 of these to match, and you win this prize. And the bonus, the bonus it's gonna be like a dollar amount. Now if all 3 match, you win that dollar amount. Hey, Dams, welcome in, bro. Good to see you. Let's take a look. So you've got a tree, a chest, and a chest. No winner there. Sun. Oh, there's a winner, Karen. We got a winner already. The winner will be under this box, but I'm going to save that till last just to torture us all. So we got a winner on this ticket, guys. It'll be underneath that little scratchy area right there. I could scratch it right now if I wanted to, but we're going to hold it out just for suspense. There you go. Got a melon, got a pineapple. Bugger off, pineapple. Why can't you be a melon? All right. We got bills, and a key. Love how they like to do that to you. You'll make it, Mama. We're almost done. This is necklace, pineapple, money bag. Nothing there. Got a top hat. And a spade. Nothing there. Ladybug. Necklace. Blue necklace. Got a bank. Got another bank. And a stupid cherry. Bugger off, cherry. Why couldn't you be a bank? Got a crown. safe. And a safe. Blue. Bills. Rainbow. And a safe. You have bills, sun, and a key, heart, and a wallet. All right, so we will have a winner there. Let's scratch our bonus first. See if Karen won on the bonus. $6 in the first spot. Oh, 20. So that, yeah. So that if that 20 would have been a 6, Karen would have won $6. But here we go. Time to scratch Karen's prize. But we're going to do that on the next live stream. Just kidding. Let's see what Karen won today. She already won 5 entries. Karen, you won $25. No, wait a minute. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, it's sun, necklace, necklace. I thought it was 3 suns. Look how similar those look. Oh, shit. I thought those 3 were the same. They look exactly the same from here. Oh my God. What a lunch bag letdown. All right. Wow. You know what? I feel so terrible. In fact. So Karen, you won 5 entries. What a letdown. Why would they make all 3 look so similar? Like even up close. I'm showing you this to you guys up close. Look how similar those 3 symbols look, right? Hey, come on, Lottery Commission, do better. Anyways. You never end a stream on a bad note, guys. You guys know me. So Karen gets 5 entries for the ticket, and because I buggered up, rather than have a lunch bag letdown, let's give Karen 10 entries. How's that? What a stupid way to build a ticket where all 3 of those look exactly the same like that. So you guys have to picture I'm standing behind the tripod with the phone in my face and then scratching like this around the tripod, right? So we're going to give Karen 10 entries into the big drawing. Well deserved. Man, but now we know, if we do another one of those tickets, I'm going to know how similar the sun and the necklace looks. What a bunch of derp. What a bunch of derp that is. All right, we're running over time, guys. There you go. All right, guys. I'm not going to even sit down. We're running over time. Mary, I'm like 3 feet away from this ticket, but yeah, come on, that looked similar. You got to admit. Cut me some slack, Mary. Yeah. So I'm not even going to sit down, guys, because I wanted to thank all of you for coming. Keep our friend Karen Hearts of Gold in your thoughts and prayers. Karen's doing awesome, though, by the way. I did hear from her, like I said. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers, and we'll see Karen back up and at it soon. I'm sure she's got a lot of arrangements. You guys know how it goes. Lots of admin stuff and things to do and taking care of folks. So I love you all. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate you so much. Great live stream. Had a good time with everybody. And we'll see you. We'll have 2 videos out next week. And if I don't see you on those, hopefully I'll see you next Sunday. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a good one, legends. Appreciate you all.